Okay, this is Mau Mau's and Zelda, the basic elements of creation equal life. So the spirit realm breathes upon the sun, and it sparkles a bunch of little atoms from the sun, sparkle atoms, sunflake atoms. And they combine to form Edith. Then the sun had a baby named Edith. And that's our planet, planet Earth. So the spirit breathes on Edith again, and therefore air is created. Now, the sunflake atoms were negative, so Edith, so the sun plus the sunflake atoms that the spirit breathed created a neutral Edith. And when the spirit breathes upon the spirit breathed upon Edith again, it created neutral air. Okay, and the spirit, we didn't assign a plus or negative or neutral to the spirit. So so that's the spirit. And then we have sun is positive, air is neutral, and Edith is neutral. And so it created Earth in one night. And that's like the Earth's core is where I put Edith, and the dark around that is supposed to be the Earth. Okay, it created Earth in one night. So that means the moon's out there somewhere. All right, so we have spirit, and it's breathing on Edith again. And from that, we have a neutral Edith, a positive Earth, a neutral air, and a negative atom, which create a neutral Ho and a neutral Mo. Sunflake Jinn, a heart of emotion. So emotion is created here when the spirit breathes on Edith. It's emotion that's created. So we get the Ho, the neutral Ho, times 5 plus 1 Mo, and that creates a sunflower star, which is love. That creates love. That creates a negative sunflake and a positive sunflake. So we have the neutral sunflake, we have the negative sunflake, and we have the positive sunflake, as we see. So that creates love. And so when we have an alive positive sunflake and a dead negative sunflake, God is created, and God is, wait, no, that's wrong. We already messed up. It's just God that's created, not all God. Sorry, guys. We're human. We make mistakes. Homos make mistakes. Anyways, so that's God. And God is infinity minus 2. And I can't go into that further because I did not do this alone. So anyways, to eat is original sin. Negative infinity plus 1 is poop. Also infinite wisdom. So I think if you eat shit, you gain infinite wisdom is the joke. So that's a math joke that I don't get. But if you think it's funny, then laugh. I'll show you the origins of that joke if it helps it make sense after I film this. Okay, so poop plus God plus homo. So poop plus God plus homo is plague. And remember how we got homo. Homo was emotion. So poop plus God plus emotion. Let me just write that. Emotion is plague, and that is infinity plus 1. So God is nature, finite, based off of sunflakes to live and die for it. So that creates the harmony sign of flora and fauna, since they rely on each other. Flora and fauna rely on each other. So vegetation depends upon the living, and the living depend upon vegetation. And vegetation is a mind. Vegetation is our mind, and it cannot live without us. It is our mind. People that can sense spirit can sense the mind of vegetation. And actually, a lot of people who can't sense spirit can sense the mind of vegetation. You just have to be one of their favorites, and they will open up to you. The trees will, I mean. Okay, so God is nature. It's mold also. Like that's the kind of God we're talking about, is like mold, and that's infinity minus 2. Okay, so the sunflakes are at this point neutral, positive, and minus. So plague plus sun and air equals all, which is infinity, which is also something called C02, which is an explosive, but I guess it's an explosive because all is infinity. So that is plague plus sun plus air. And so air was neutral, sun was positive, and plague was infinity plus 1. So neutral, positive, infinity plus 1. So that equals infinity. Okay. I can count up to 4. 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So it's I think that's a math joke, at least. I don't know. Not sure. So anyways, you go and sun plus all infinity plus love sunflakes. That's the love sunflakes. The plus minus and the neutral. That's love. And God of nature, which is infinity minus 2, equals life. That's where life comes from, when you have all those elements combined. So the basic elements of creation are sun, all, Holy Spirit, and Son, all, Holy Spirit, and Zion, air, all, and a home. Zion, air. We're missing air, but air is in there somewhere because we needed air to make these. So yeah, air is the one. Okay, Zion, air. So I always say the basic elements of creation are Zion, air, all, and a home. So this is Holy Spirit, and this is the infinity element we were talking about. This is oxygen, and this is sun. But Mercury wants to call themselves Zion now, so we're just calling it sun. Okay, Mercury. Who doesn't want to be Mercury anymore? And this is oxygen. I like to call it O. And I like to call it zero gravity. And this is I like to call this the Holy Spirit, but you can call a lot of things the Holy Spirit. It's not really the Holy Spirit because, like, as we saw, the Spirit has consequence, so you shouldn't really call that. Maybe like homo. Call it homo. Anyways, because the home means male Holy Spirit, and that's mo. And then Hof means female Holy Spirit, and that's ho. So we are polite and we just say Hof, and we just say Hof instead of ho, but it's the same thing. So I said I would tell you about how that little poop joke was created. Let me find the poop joke. Because that wasn't our first effort. This was our first effort. Okay, so we started out like by describing the sunflakes as mothballs, and the one mothball eats other poop is supposed to be the one mothball eats the other mothball, and then it poops, and then someone like said infinite wisdom. Okay, so that's supposed to be funny. It's in that, so this means etc. It doesn't mean infinity. It means etc. is minus infinity plus 1 is etc. Okay, and that's infinite wisdom. And so we were getting there. So we were just getting there. Everything's a trial and error. We hope that you liked our little spiel about the Shem of Shem. And we hope to see you back next Friday. Just kidding. Bye.